Hey, I totally did this on purpose. I was like, I brought my hard hat home after work. You know what I mean? So let's just continue this thing. Oh, polish! Oh! All right. Okay. Let's see. We got some notes here. One thing that I thought was cool, everybody be hating on Dan Moore. You know, I'm a fan of Dan Moore, but maybe it's not working out, right? You know, one of the things that I heard that there might be 8 tackles in the top 60 picks. Pretty good. Because I could see tackles being one of those positions that they run on. You know what I mean? I just, the thought of, I guess I think about myself when I first heard the news about, because you heard my other podcast, because you're such loyal listeners, um, you know, I didn't want Arthur Smith hired, mostly because his eyes were too close together. And, I didn't want to look at that for 3 years. I have found a part of my heart where I've found forgiveness, and I'm gonna power through that, and I'm curious because like the reasons why I didn't want him to be my coach are so, like all my black friends call me racist, but they love me and I love them. You know what I mean? They call me racist, but I'm like, it's like with Arthur Smith. His eyes are too close together, but I got a lot of ugly motherfucking friends. I do. They can't be all like this. They can't. They just can't. And I get it, dude. I totally get it. If I moved on past that, but and I start thinking about like, why are Steeler fans are so weird, dude? So weird. There's like 2 different kinds of Steeler fans, if you ask me. There's these Steeler fans, which I imagine are from the city, and I don't want to group all those together, but they are much different than the Steeler fans that are not from the area. I'm not saying one is better or worse than the other, but we are definitely different. And I could say that originally I was just like, the eyes shit. But the more I learned about Arthur Smith, he was like, this is exactly what I've been looking for. Like that, I was telling you about, like that one night I got super drunk, and I did this podcast. I wanted to do a podcast about how, like, wouldn't it be cool if we had an offensive coordinator that came up through the offensive line ranks, right? And it's just neat that I think there's a lot of really neat stuff to think about with Smith. He did the tight end coach for a while in the Titans. I know everybody wants to talk about his offensive coordinator and all this Tannehill, Maka. Yeah, I get so tired of all this bullshit being recycled. Just Maka. I still trying to avoid. But, he was a tight ends coach. He spent so much time there in the Titans organization, but he was a tight ends coach, and the one thing that coach has got to definitely, he's got a thumb on him because he or she has got to know the passing game and has also, needs to know the run game. The tight end coach has to be one of the hardest positions to be, I don't know, good at. That's what I think. I mean, and then at the same time, if you thought about it, right? If you thought about it, a tight end coach that was good, you would have to be even another step above that if you had some offensive line coaching type experience. Arthur Smith has some pretty good experience, and I'm looking forward to this. I'm not really looking forward to it. So, Steeler fans, if you want to piss on shit, piss on it. You know what I mean? I like the word exotic sass smash mouth. Huh? It's neat too, with Smith. He has he's been with other men, Mike Munchak and all these other different players that we all kind of love. And he's been around them. He has an intimacy that, we can only imagine. Mike Mularkey talked about his football play was an exotic smash mouth. Arthur Smith was with him. I'm really looking forward to a lot of neat things. It seems like I don't know exactly where, because I have to just say some kind of something. I'm thinking what would I think about with our draft picks? Where would I like to go right now? And then later on in the year, I can look back and see how I adjust and things like that. And I would love to hear your comments. Please put them down in the bottom. The JPJ guy in the first, I don't know yet. So, I appreciate you watching my show yet. Appreciate you watching my show. The tackle position, I would definitely like to see 2 out of the first 4 rounds be picked for the offensive line. But, it's like the same thing. It's like you can't draft a right tackle and a center and say, oh, we're going to play these guys and this is our line now. It just doesn't work like that. And it definitely doesn't work like that under Tomlin. It's not going to happen. Don't be all mad because Broderick's on the left side. It's what it is, and he's not being started in the third week. And this and that. Tomlin, if you don't like the way that the team rolls, go roll with another team for a little bit. You have to understand, Tomlin does not want some motherfucker that's been putting it in hard since the beginning of his senior year to keep on playing. Like these cats, these fans want these guys to start. It's a long ass roll. These motherfuckers are tired. I was going to stop saying the F word, but now you got me all riled up. This is just a Friday, and I wish everybody the best of weekends. One thing about the YouTube algorithm, or they talk about, is you have to have a deliberate message. And that's something I struggle with. But I think that it would help me if you would please press like. And if you liked what you hear, press subscribe, and watch again. And if there's a cool way you could share my program, it'd be cool. This is just a Friday night, dude. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just having a good time on a Friday night tonight, and I'm not really razzing about getting more than 58 views, and I just hope you enjoy your weekend. Steeler Nation, enjoy your weekend. I'm going to try to do another one tomorrow that's actually legitimate. AMF.